How powerful is the Huawei Nova 15 Ultra, really? What are the strengths of its front and rear dual maple tree cameras using the RYYB sensor, and what has changed compared to the previous generation? A quick shout out to my tech partner from China for sharing this video. A big thank you for making this possible. Hey everyone, it's Mickey from TechMakey. If you love staying updated with the latest gadgets, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our exciting tech content. Let's start with the most obvious upgrade, the design. This time it uses a straight screen paired with an aluminum alloy middle frame. Honestly, the feel in the hand is very premium, almost like a high-end flagship. The camera module is instantly recognizable, and the screen ratio keeps getting wider. Personally, I think this wider ratio is even better for watching both long-form videos and short clips. Another big change is the thickness. At just 6.8 millimeters, it's a full millimeter thinner than before. That's impressive. This is officially the thinnest Nova ever, and you can really feel it when you hold it. It's so slim, yet still feels refined. In my opinion, this might be the most delicate and polished Nova design so far, and it even offers a surprisingly textured grip. It's not just about calls or WeChat anymore either. Third-party apps work smoothly, and when I switched from holding it in my left hand to my right, the system instantly adapted. It can actually recognize left and right hand usage, which feels genuinely thoughtful and convenient. Now let's talk about the front and rear dual maple tree cameras and why they matter. Starting with the rear camera, imagine an indoor scene with soft lighting, cool skin tones, and pink pearlescent clothing blending with gentle ambient light. The Nova 15 Ultra captures these colors in a way that looks incredibly clean and transparent. Honestly, the clarity is striking. By comparison, the iPhone's skin tones lean slightly green, especially in the clothing, which loses that pearly texture and even shows a bit of color shift. The model in the LV window behind and the scarf being worn are actually soft-toned in real life, but both the iPhone and Ofeng render them colder than they should. In another scene with blue and white gradients under blue lighting, the iPhone image turns almost completely blue. Ofeng performs a bit better, but when pink light reflects in the scene, it shifts toward purple on both phones. The Nova 15 Ultra, however, clearly separates and captures all three colors accurately. What's even more impressive is when pink and blue lights overlap and shine onto white gauze. Only the Nova 15 Ultra manages to preserve both colors distinctly. This really highlights just how precise the RYYB sensor is. Adding the maple tree camera to the front brings another big advantage. Skin tones look noticeably more translucent and natural. The Nova 15 Ultra can truly capture the blend of pink, pearlescent light, and warm light on the face. The iPhone mostly restores only the pink tones, while Ofeng tends to wash them out. Once you zoom in slightly, the difference becomes obvious. The iPhone's facial details quickly fall apart, while the Nova 15 Ultra, with its 50-megapixel front camera, keeps skin texture and hair details sharp and clear. The gap is honestly quite large. Ofeng's resolution is slightly higher on paper, but the image still isn't clean enough and shows visible noise. This is where the strength of the front camera on the Nova 15 Ultra really starts to shine. Let's move to a Christmas-themed scene inside a cozy house filled with festive elements. The first thing you notice is that the color outside the window on the iPhone doesn't match reality. It looks far too blue. Ofeng is also a bit bluish, though not as extreme. Indoors, you have warm lighting, Christmas trees, people's clothing, and white blankets on the windowsill. The Nova 15 Ultra reproduces the same colors and atmosphere you see with your own eyes. Both the iPhone and Ofeng still carry a cold bluish cast. This is where the rear maple tree camera really shows its strength in complex mixed light scenarios. Even when switching to ultra-wide shots in this tense lighting environment, the Nova maintains accurate colors. On top of that, its overall resolution is the highest, thanks to the 50-megapixel sensor. In the same setting, let's look at the front camera. The difference is huge. This selfie includes warm indoor lighting, a cold sky outside, soft yellow-green trees, a girl in a white dress, and white snow on the ground. The Nova 15 Ultra captures all of these elements accurately while preserving a strong sense of atmosphere. On the iPhone, the face doesn't just look gray. The outside scene shifts toward blue and green. Ofeng also looks cooler overall, although skin tones are relatively normal. In another scene with warm light above the head indoors, the contrast becomes even clearer. The skin tones and clothing on the Nova 15 Ultra stand out naturally. The red seal advantage on the front camera really enhances warmth and depth. The Christmas decorations next to the head and the window tones lean yellow, which you can clearly feel. Ofeng performs reasonably well here, but in more complex color temperature scenes, the background tends to look greener and bluer. This difference is easy to spot with the naked eye. This is exactly where the front and rear dual red seal setup proves its value. Whether you're shooting with the front or rear camera in the same environment, color consistency remains extremely high. That's why the significance of having dual red seals front and back is so important. Atmosphere in photos depends heavily on color, and when colors are captured accurately, creating that mood becomes much easier. The challenge isn't making photos look dramatic, it's getting the colors right. So how hard is accurate color reproduction? The most extreme test is a livehouse. I took a selfie there with the iPhone, and the result looked almost like a clay figure with no detail at all. With the Nova 15 Ultra, even a slight zoom reveals clear skin texture. Under purple stage lighting, the iPhone turns purple into a pale pink, and honestly, its facial color performance is not great. The Nova can even show the purple lighting reflected on pearly pink clothing, and the face color matches what you actually see with your eyes. That night, the stage lights were yellow and purple. Using the 3.7x telephoto, Huawei captures the purple lighting on both male and female singers much more accurately, especially on the female singer's arms. The colors look far closer to reality. The iPhone shifts toward purple-blue tones and introduces a lot of noise. In this specific shot, the iPhone is slightly better in some aspects, but overall, the Nova 15 Ultra delivers a more realistic and consistent color experience. At 10x zoom, the iPhone image is already filled with noise, especially when you look closely at hair details and textures. The Nova 15 Ultra is clearly sharper with much stronger resolution. More importantly, the Nova's image is almost exactly what you see with your own eyes. This is the real advantage of having red peak sensors on both the front and rear. In scenes with mixed color temperatures, the red peak sensor can accurately capture multiple colors that are visible to the naked eye, and this is especially noticeable with the front camera paired with the red peak. This isn't just a small improvement, it's the difference between accurate color reproduction and obvious color errors. When it comes to color, the Nova 15 Ultra also offers personalized color cards. You can manually adjust the color style to match your taste, and you can even share these unique Nova presets. There's also the AI staining feature, which is honestly quite fun. In reality, the sea below wasn't actually that blue, but the image I saw saved in my notes looked amazing. The ocean color had a very anime-like vibe. So I saved it, opened the gallery, went into editing, chose AI retouch, selected stain, and then imported the photo I just saved. From there, you can adjust the tone and color intensity. What's impressive is that it's not just a simple overlay. I randomly sampled the color from another photo, and the system automatically understood the image content and extracted the key parameters. So while the sea color changes, the skin tones, clothing colors, and ground colors still match the scene naturally. It doesn't just flood the entire image with blue. Personally, I think the biggest value of this feature is for moments like this. You visit a stunning location, but the scene really needs a sunset to feel perfect. Unfortunately, the weather doesn't cooperate and it's cloudy that day. Now, with this feature, you can dip the color from a sunset photo and bring that western glow into your image. Just like that, the regret is gone. This color dipping function is genuinely powerful. You don't need any editing skills or color grading knowledge. If you see a photo with colors you love, just save it and dip it into your own image. There's also a clever trick inside HarmonyOS Photo Retouch. Open it, upload a photo, and you can simply tell it what you want. For example, you can say, help me generate a cute character version. It starts generating, and once it's done, you'll see a super adorable Q-style figure. What's amazing is how well it preserves details. The knot on the clothes, the bow on the chest, the little hands, the big eyes, everything matches perfectly. It's basically a 100% restoration, just in a cute style. If you try it with a pet, like a cat, it works just as well. Send the photo to HarmonyOS and ask it to generate a Q version image, and it keeps the round body shape and expressions. The result is incredibly cute, and it even remembers the original posture and details. Another small but interesting detail is in the Huawei account avatar settings. Before, you could only upload photos as avatars, but now you can create AI-generated images instead. There are many preset styles for adults and children, and some of them even move. Just upload a photo, wait about 2 minutes, and it's ready. The resemblance is surprisingly high. The eyes, nose, and mouth all capture your unique features. You can set it as your avatar, and once you do, it actually becomes animated. When you tap it, it feels like Nova really understands emotional value. Beyond that emotional touch, the Nova 15 Ultra also supports Beidou and Tiantong dual satellite communication. This is a feature that many flagship phones still don't have. On top of that, it supports smooth communication even without a network, allowing you to make calls and send messages in areas with no signal. This capability carries over from the Mate 80 series. The battery has also been upgraded by 1,000 mAh to a massive 6,500 mAh, and considering how thin the phone is, that's seriously impressive. For the Nova lineup, this is clearly the strongest model yet. And for Huawei, Nova has the widest user base, so whether HarmonyOS 6 is easy to use really matters. First, the Kirin 90 10S on the Nova 15 Ultra delivers excellent smoothness. Second, the HarmonyOS 6 app ecosystem is now very mature. WeChat, which we all use daily, works seamlessly. You can reply to messages by voice, dictate text, and even handle conversations hands-free. This is something the iPhone still doesn't fully offer. It's extremely practical in daily use. Apps like Meituan offer rich coupons, group deals, and even display time and space windows when ordering from supermarkets or pharmacies, something traditional Android interfaces can't show. This is where HarmonyOS really stands out. Today, HarmonyOS 6 has achieved over 95% app compatibility, and it's genuinely becoming easier and more comfortable to use. As a daily main phone system, it's absolutely ready. From the all-around comeback of the Nova 12 Ultra to the leap seen with the Nova 14 Ultra, the Nova 15 Ultra feels like the thinnest, most refined, and most powerful Nova so far. It's also highly competitive. With front and rear dual red seal cameras, this imaging system is something truly unique to Nova. Strong imaging is back, performance is back, and even when compared to higher tier devices, the Nova 15 Ultra holds its ground confidently. This really is a supernova.